everyone, this is Rachel Dadon here in the beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, and today I decided to, share with you some behind the scenes and my thoughts about the real estate market. So let's start. I'm going to break it down by categories just to make your life so much easier. So if you are currently renting and still employed and able to get a loan, I would recommend for you to try and go ahead and buy a house. Why? Because there are such low interest rates out there that it's still very, very smart to go ahead and buy a property. Now, because of the virus and because of everything that is going on in the market, sellers are more open to help buyers, even though it's summertime and it's like the hottest time of real estate here in Vegas. Sellers are more willing to help buyers with closing costs, with price reductions, because they know that there are not as many buyers out there. Now, let's go and touch about sellers. Sellers, is it the right time for you to sell? Well, it depends. It depends if you are moving and live in Vegas. It depends on what's the next step. I can tell you from my experience and what I'm seeing out there is that the benefit that this virus brought to you sellers is that the buyers that are actually coming and viewing the houses are more strong. They vetted, they are more qualified, let's say it like that, to buy a house. So you won't see like looky-loos going and like trying to like score a deal and stuff like that. You will see more serious and motivated buyers. So remember, you will see less buyers, but the buyers that you will actually see are more qualified and motivated. Now, of course, remember that sellers, for you, as like when people ask me how is the market, well, I can't really answer how is the market in like one sentence, good or not that good, because it depends what price point are we looking at. Because of the price point, if we look at the price point of between 200 and 350, 250 and 350, we still see multiple offers. And people think, oh my God, no one is offering, no one is seeing. No. We actually see multiple offers. The really crazy part in all of this scenario is how our dear neighbor California is affecting us, because we see so many people out there that decided this is the perfect time to say goodbye California and come to Vegas. And we see people selling their 2-bedroom condos and buying here houses, like houses with a pool, cash. So dear sellers, is this the right time for you to sell? Well, it depends on your situation, on what you want to do and to accomplish next. But don't be afraid of selling because of the virus, because you don't know what will happen. Now, I want to touch a little bit about investing. We have seen so many changes in the real estate market in the past few months. First of all, so many Airbnbs got sold. Once the shutdown started and the Airbnb owners saw that we no longer have tourists coming into the city, and they don't really know when the city will reopen, they decide that that's the time to say goodbye to their Airbnbs and sell them. Another thing that affected on their investors' decision to sell Airbnb is the company itself. the company outsourced a lot of their customer service to I don't know where. It means that the customer service that the homeowners, the Airbnb owners, received from the company was less, let's say it very politely, very less than what they got used to. Now, that was one thing, the customer service. The second thing was that Airbnb decided to give the people that booked the houses an opportunity to cancel. They can just cancel the reservation for no other reason than to say we're afraid of COVID. And it meant that many homeowners got very affected and lost a lot of money because of that policy by Airbnb. So we saw a lot of Airbnbs being closed and sold during this time. We even saw many regular investors of long-term properties that they decided this is the time to cash out and to sell the property. If you have a long term property and it's a good property and you bought it in the right years, I don't think that there is a reason to be so scared and to overreact. Again, that's only my opinion. Everyone can do whatever they see fit. But many long-term investors decide to dump their properties and to sell them and to just move on. Other investors we literally see them just sitting and waiting and waiting and waiting. So that's about long-term investors and Airbnbs. Now let's talk for a second about flips and what my opinion about flips currently is. So if you are buying a house and doing a phenomenal flip to it, just take under consideration appraisers are very, very, very difficult. During this period, I saw people that get appraisers 25,000 below what they ask, 30,000 below what they ask. So an appraiser and the value that you will get on the property should be a very big concern for you. Now, if you found a cash buyer that is willing to pay whatever you are asking, you are golden. Go for it, do it. But just take under consideration that if you are investing a lot of money in the flip, make sure that you won't be in a scenario that's going to be a wash due to a low appraiser. Now, so that's the scenario of flipping and selling. There is another scenario that I actually very supporting of, and it's buying a house, flipping it, and then renting it out for the long term. Why? Because many people from California are moving to Vegas, and they are willing to pay a lot of money on a house that is in their standards that they are used to from California. So to do a flip, a really good flip, and then to rent it out for a higher rent, my opinion, that's a very, very, very smart thing to do. Of course, when you are at the point that you are buying the house, make sure that it's below market value, and there are a lot of little things that you need to pay attention to. I won't go into details for all of them because this video will be too long. I'm just giving you few pointers to think about. Now, let's talk about the vultures. I already did a full video about the vultures, but I want to circle back and to touch them one more time. I'm sure that all of you who own the house got a letter, an email, or a phone call saying we will buy your house for cash. please, 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 please do me a huge favor. Don't say, okay, and just go ahead and sell your house for cash. Do your homework, do your due diligence, make sure that the price that they are actually offering is a good price for your house, because those people are actually wholesalers that are getting your house in a contract and then selling it out to a third party. If you really need to sell your house, just reach out to us, talk to us. We have decided that during this period of this pandemic, we're going to charge reduced commissions just to help homeowners that need to sell, to net the most amount of money. So just give us a call, we'll take care of the rest. That's it. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I hope that I gave you few pointers to think about and to see that the real estate market is not black or white. It's a lot of different variables, and you need to be educated, because then you'll be able to make the smart decision for your future. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to reply. You can also call us. Anything that you need, we're always here. Thank you so much. God bless and be safe. Bye.